Okay.
Sharpsburg, Georgia, 462 Meridian.
What year were you born?
I was born in 1994.
63.
No! 63.
Let's give him 90.
Here's our granddaddy.
Born in 63.
You were born in 63?
Yeah.
Is that 1863, Jack?
You think that out, Robert.
Okay.
I was born the year before, or a year after Bill Brown was born.
Okay.
Before Bill was a year older than me.
Now you're from Alabama.
Montgomery, Alabama.
Montgomery, Alabama.
And born in 1927. Moved to Montgomery from Kentucky in 1942. I'm actually a Kentucky hillbilly.
Okay, tell us a little more. Where did you go to college?
I went 2 years at the University of Alabama. Took my degree from Huntington College in Montgomery.
Okay.
In 1954.
She probably put Uncle Bill.
Went to the University of Alabama, University of Georgia. Took a master's degree in 1970.
Okay.
Taught school for 36 years.
At Campbell High School in Fairmont.
Yeah, Campbell of Fairburn, and M.D. Collins at College Park. Married Patrick Griffin. Married 45 years and lived happily ever after.
45 years to the same woman. That's very good. Well, happy Thanksgiving, Jack.
Happy Thanksgiving to you too. You had a good
It's
day?
been giving.
Had a real good day.
It's been giving me some trouble.
A couple of interlopers.
Okay, Bill, can you tell us a little about yourself?
There's a fellow right there that I've seen before. See it, Tommy.
There's Tommy.
Well, that gives this kind of loud.
How you doing? Bobby, you doing all right?
Doing good.
Mr. Martin,
How y'all?
pretty good. How are you doing?
Doing good.
Tell us where you were born.
Born in, actually Atlanta.
Called it was hot.
Grew up in
Okay.
Fairburn.
In Fairmont? And you and Nancy have been married how long?
18 years.
18 years.
18 years in December.
And you got 2 children, Lori and Robert. Is that right? All right.
But this is sealed back and very elegant. Built a long time ago. Got some beautiful chandeliers. And at one time it was the hotel in Louisville, Kentucky. But of course, as time went by, a lot better hotels are now. But anyway, Jack Jackson and I spent one night, or maybe it was 2 nights then. And the room was spacious. It was plenty of room for 2 double beds in the room. But the bathroom, and this is no exaggeration, the smallest I have ever seen in my life. You had to walk in and back out. In order to wipe your face with a towel, you had to back out and get out in the room to wipe. Your arms would be hitting the walls of the bathroom.
Well, I've never heard of one that small.
You asked Jack. That's
Okay.
the smallest bathroom that's ever been built.
And after that, well, yeah, you were in the Merchant Marines for how long?
Something over a year.
Okay. And then you came back to Lyons. You taught school for a little while, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I went back to college and finished college, and then the next year I taught vocational agriculture in Vidalia. And then that's when I found out I wasn't a school teacher. I went out looking for some way to make a living, and I ran into this Daphne local feed bank. And that's what changed the whole complexion of the next many years.
So you've been into farm implement and associated things.
You know, Papa had, your grandfather had Avery tractors, and I bought the repair parts that he had, and that gave me an entry into the farm's equipment business, but the feed had always been the biggest part of it.
Okay.
Okay.
And it was just a complete accident. It happened one day's time. It caused me to get in the feed business. No one else had ever, family had ever been in the feed business. So I was a maverick in the feed. So I got a feed business.
Okay. Betty, tell us about where you were born.
Couldn't hear you.
Tell us about where you were born.
I was born in Statesboro, 1937.
19th. You didn't have to tell us when, but we knew you still look young. And you graduated from high school in Statesboro
55.
in 1955. And then what all did you do?
Well, I did a little school at Georgia Southern and worked for Delta Airlines most of my life. I retired a year and a half ago.
Okay. And who did you marry?
Billy Griffin, 45.
Is he a pretty good guy?
Some days.
Some days, okay. And you've got two children.
Two, Charles and Lisa.
And
Three little
they'll
kids.
probably be here in a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Now here is my wife sitting in a chair thinking about her grandchildren. Can you tell us where you were born?
Where I was born,
Yes.
and where was I born?
This is for everybody, and I'll give a copy of this to everybody on a disc.
You gonna alphabetize it?
I'm going to
I was
homogenize
born
it.
in New Albany, Mississippi.
Okay. At a young age?
Very young age.
Okay. And what did you do all your life?
Picked cotton, hoed cotton. This is gonna be a real sob story.
Okay.
Raised my children.
You were a school teacher?
Yeah,
How many grandchildren you have?
two. I feel like I'm on 2020 or something.
This is my wife in a rocking chair.
Well, this is history.
I feel like it's
Who did you marry?
Bob Brown.
Okay. Is he a pretty good guy?
Well, was
Okay, most of the time. Okay. That's enough for you.
oh gosh.
Okay, it's time for Daniel. This is Daniel Brown. He's my nephew. And I got some pictures of him when he was a lot smaller, and now he's up to about, looks like he's about 20. But you're 16 now, right? Can you say something?
No.
I'm 16
Tell us where you were born.
in Atlanta,
Born in Atlanta. I can't remember whether it was Atlanta or Virginia.
Atlanta.
Okay. But you were pretty quickly up in Virginia, right?
What?
Or was it Laura? Was it?
Yeah, Laura was born in Virginia.
Huh? Laura was born in Virginia, that's right. Did you ever live in Virginia? You didn't really. That's right. So you've been in Atlanta area most of your life, either Atlanta or Marietta. And you're in the 10th grade?
11.
11th, gracious me. I thought 16 went 11. Okay. So next year you're going to be a senior.
Goodness gracious.
Okay. And you're running a track, right? Running long distance?
Yep.
Is it, what's it called?
Cross country.
Cross country. Okay. Do you also do a marathon? Are you thinking of running in a marathon?
Maybe in 20 years.
Okay, very good. Very good. Okay, thank you. So Billy, what you looking at? That's the Nalvin family. Well, Billy, you're looking good. Turn around for the camera. So how many pounds did you say you lost? 40 pounds. 40 pounds. You're looking great. Now, were you born in Swainsboro? You were born in Lyons, but we're in Swainsboro for a while, right? And your daddy, John Griffin, was from where? From Gibson, okay. And that's, what county is that? What's that?
Gibson,
Gibson is what county?
Mascot County.
Glasscock, okay. And you were in the insurance business for how long? How many years?
45 years.
45 years. And you got 2 children, and how many grandchildren?
3.
3, okay. Very good.
Presentations in English.
Hi, Mary Ann.
And, they sent me to, all the Sunday school.
But I'd rather.
You might need to add some, whether you can add.
Oh, I didn't have it on recording.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Y'all better run.
Oh, there they are again. What year were you
This
born?
ain't Bill Dr. Phil, is it?
You're from Savannah, right?
Yes.
And you're born in
Y'all better run away.
1966,
July 21st.
July 21st, and this is your beautiful wife, Lisa.
That's correct.
Okay. And you've been treating her well.
Yeah, I've been trying.
You've been doing pretty good. Okay, very good. Well, Sandra Brown Connell just walked in, and I haven't seen her. And what's the last time you've been down here?
Oh, it has been a while.
Now, Sandra, you were born in Lyons, right?
That's right. That's right.
What year were you born?
1941.
1941.
Uh-huh.
And you went to FSU and Emory,
Went to Emory.
but then you didn't. Then you go to Florida.
No. I went to Gainesville after I married. Went to the University of Florida.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, good, okay.
So you did go to Florida to go to school.
Pardon?
You did go to Florida to go to school after you went to
That's right.
Emory.
I'm actually a Gator. It's kind of proud to say that quietly.
You don't like Steve Spurrier, do you?
I actually graduated from the University of Florida.
Okay. You're living in Arlington now, right?
Alexandria.
Alexandria.
Right on the
Not too
Potomac.
far. Okay,
That's
yeah.
right. That's right. Right on the
Okay.
Potomac.
Real close to Washington.
So, are you just recording all of this?
All of this, right?
Wonderful.
I wish Susan would come over and talk to you.
Well, let's see, where did she just, there she is.
Hey, Susan.
Her back's to us. Susan, it's your turn. You have to come talk to Robin.
Go over and talk. That's okay.
Oh, my, all this stuff.
Hey, Susan, come over here. Or,
Happy Thanksgiving.
happy Thanksgiving to you. Now, this is my first cousin, Susan Brown Threckle. And she was born in Lyons also. Afraid to say she went to the University of Georgia.
One of those emails.
It's a great day.
It's a great day, a beautiful day. You're going to be sad when your team gets beat this weekend.
And you all will always do.
Well, thank you. I think this is a
So
good
you might even take your picture.
Hey, Jack,
Is that thing still running?
it's still going.
Wow. You're doing.
You can go ahead
After
and
the
tell her.
camera? All right.
Okay, who is this?
This is Quincy Susanna Dowling.
And she was born about 2 years ago.
She was born on November the 20th, 2 years ago. We just had a second birthday.
And tell us about your daughter.
Oh, this is Jennifer Dowling.
And she was born in,
She was born in Greensboro, North Carolina in 1965.
well, she's pretty, and so is your daughter,
Yes,
granddaughter.
yes.
I still have.
Both real.
Now, what was her full name?
Jennifer's?
No. What is?
Quincy Susanna Dowling.
Okay, Quincy Susanna.
You see him
Very
the
good.
weekend last few days.
So you're a happy grandmother.
I'm a happy grandmama, busy grandmama.
Okay. Now go over and let Ray hug you.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. I'm getting that.
Thank you, it's so sweet.
Did not know that Jennifer had a secret agreement.
That's right, yeah.
My mother was the one who.
Okay, right.
It was all parents of the new one, so.
they sure don't.
That's right. Where's Jennifer living? Nearby.
It was,
In DC.
That's right. Jennifer and Stephanie both have legal college. So I'm about,
So this guy comes
they live in Alexandria. Right on, right. You love that whole area. I haven't mastered the subways and the metros.
But it's the best
and
around, it really is.
Yeah.
Going places, doing things, I mean, it's the best metro.
It's getting better. Larry's
Hey, Teresa. Teresa, where you were born in Atlanta? Where'd you go to high school? I don't know whether we're picking all this up with all this noise in here. Here is Trent Brown. He was born in Atlanta, Georgia Baptist Hospital. The son of David Brown and Louise. What was your mother's last name?
got his little house on the
It was,
This little workshop.
Okay. I've got a picture of you in our swimming pool. Yeah, a little bitty wading pool. Long time ago. Here's my brother Ray. He's about Trent's age. Give or take a year or so.
that's right.
Are you 50? 51, I thought so. And Trent had just turned 50.
He tore that down and put the house down.
He's used to it for about a year or so. You get used to that. Kids, you can appreciate this.
Okay.
You're talking about.
Now this is Trent's daughter. Now tell us your name again.
No, you get used to that. You don't ever appreciate it. You just accept
What's your name? Ashley.
I thought you were asking. No, really?
Ashley, you're in the 8th grade, like 14 years old, 13 or 14.
13 going on 19.
Are you married yet? You're not married yet. Probably not. So do you have brothers or sisters? Okay. So you're getting spoiled by your mom and daddy, right? You're not. Very good.
They had a deal.
Hey, Charles. Charles. Charles, where were you born? Where? February the 9th, 64.
What?
February the 9th, 64 in Savannah?
That's right.
All right. And you went to the Medical College in Georgia, right?
Graduated in 90.
Okay.
Been in Tinston since 94.
And you've got 3 sons. Tell me their names.
Billy, Brian, Shay.
Okay. I need a copy, a picture of Shay. I don't have one of Shay. I'll try to get one today. Hannah, tell us about your new baby.
She's wonderful.
Tell us her full name.
Mary Lawson Graham. She's sleeping in the car.
She's sleeping in the car. And
I want everyone to think she's 9.
what day was she born?
She was born on March 12, 2002. She is 8 months old. She is wonderful.
Okay. Is she as nice as my grandchildren?
I hope so.
Okay. You were going to be nice, weren't you? I'm sure she's the best grandchild of you in the world.
You're asking for the wrong way.
You got any good grandchildren, Bill? Jack, you got any grandchildren?
Oh, I got two. Me, Robert, and Roy.
Okay.
Just like me.
Okay, very good. Well, y'all are looking good. Well, I've got to see her. You wake her up,
We'll
right?
go get her. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Now, y'all are in Savannah now? You and your husband's Jason,
My
right?
husband is Jason. I live in Atlanta. And he's an attorney. I was speech therapist. And life is good.
Do you like your job? Having fun?
We're having a great time.
Do you like being a speech therapist? And which law firm is he with?
He's with Arnold Goldman Gregory.
Okay. So, and you like
He works about $100 a week, I think.
well, you can come see us in Swainsboro.
I know. We'd love to.
Just come have dinner with
I
us.
know you moved to today.
Oh, really? You didn't know that? I've been there a year almost.
I know. I think it's great.
We've got a brand new house in Swainsboro.
That's wonderful.
So it's good to see you. Tell me a story about Granddaddy Brown.
I guess Grandmother and Granddaddy Brown packed everybody up into the open touring car. And everybody was all dressed up and they were going down to Tampa. They were going across Tampa Bay. And he lost his brand new straw hat. Couldn't fish it out of the bay. Blew out the car.
Okay. Thank you. Story about Bob and Jack.
Okay, according to Granddaddy Brown, according to Jack,
Okay.
my father, he used to help Aunt Neil sneak in and out past curfew through the front door that was on the porch. They would be there, at least Jack. I don't know about Uncle Bob, but they would let her in after a date when Grandmother Brown and Granddaddy Brown had already gone to bed.
They had no idea what was going on.
That's right.
Well, that's a great story. Well, I can tell you a story about when Daddy and Stacy Odom went to Vidalia when Daddy was about 17 or 18 in their car, and went to see the movie. On the way back, they saw a car sort of in a ditch with the headlights up. And Daddy said he and Stacy stopped and there were 4 drunk girls in there. And they rescued them and took them to the doctor. He said they dragged all 4 girls into his car and they took them upstairs to Dr. Somebody's and got them sobered up.
Oh, was it Dr. Yeomans?
Yeah, Dr. Yeomans.
Dr. Yeomans, oh, okay. And they sobered them up.
Sobered them up.
I think they had a good time growing up.
Yeah, I think they had a good time. Larry Thruckle.
Okay, Bob, tell us about life, what the meaning of life is.
About Life College that just lost its accreditation. Life College just lost its accreditation, if that's what you're talking about.
Okay, Larry, move back over a little bit, please. Or Bob, you move over.
I can't make any
There
comments
you go.
about Life College.
Larry just sold out.
Larry, why don't you interview Bob? And
I'm really worried about just life in South Georgia, much like Life College. You know, if I can just hang on to the one that's happening down here in Southeast Central, we'll be happy.
Okay, now how's your retirement going?
Well, it's been rather hectic, but I think I'm going to be all right. It's been a tough adjustment for me. Unlike somebody in academia.
I haven't retired yet.
You have?
I'm teaching college.
I know that.
Y'all
But
gonna
you
have to get out
retired
of
from
the
your...
kitchen while we're...
Well, now, Patsy, don't be laying any grief on us.
And we don't want any grief from any of the women.
well, now tell us about Mary Lawson. Now, is there someone new in the family named Mary Lawson?
Well, her name is Sparkle Plenty, but she does on the birth certificate it says Mary Lawson, but really she be Sparkle Plenty.
That's right.
Now, how much of your time each day have you allocated to her?
Well, when she's here, it's whatever she needs.
Whatever and whenever.
Right.
Well, here's a new cousin I know, Ashley. Ashley, come here. Ashley, come here.
Another new
Ashley's being
you got
called.
to spend your time in front of the camera.
This is Ashley from Atlanta.
Hey, Ashley.
Ashley lives on Ashford Dunway.
And Ashford Dunway, she's in the what grade? 8th grade. So it's good to have her down here at Lyons today.
Very good.
I want to hear about the girl.
What's your boyfriend's name?
Jerry.
Huh? Jerry, all right.
That's
Good.
great.
I think we've come to the end of the picture, right?
Now, I'm sure there's more to talk about with Mary Lawson.
Who did you sell to?
We sold back to a division of Ford Motor Company called Dealer Development, and they'll buy Hughes and me out.
Okay.
over 15 years, and they will put in a new dealer, but they kept all of our employees, and they're already spending $250,000 to expand the service department.
And it's
Still throughout the
right.
weekend. Yes.
And so they have to, you get to go down there and work?
Well, they really don't need me. I did work August, and I've done a few things this month, but they're doing well, and I guess that's hopefully a credit to us. We've got good employees. They haven't had any upheavals. Everybody stays.
You got any special sales going on this?
Right. They've still got some zero financing. Very well. Thank you for having me.
Well, I wish you well.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
What are you doing in your time?
Well, I'm working at the Adult Literacy Center, and if they offer a class in English as second language, I would like to apply for the job. I'm working with very involved in the Body Community Chorus. We're a 32-year-old group that's been singing, and we've sung with the Savannah Symphony. And,
You went to
they've been to Europe 3 times. Had a good time with that. Susan and I are still active in our church. So, I'm going to do some painted furniture and furniture restoration and all in my little office. I built a little office building in my backyard. So
Okay.
I'm
You
looking
go out
forward
there
to get away from Susan.
to get away from Susan.
Right.
Why would you want to get away from my first cousin?
Well, don't tell her I said that.
Well, she's right out there. I'll tell her. Okay. Don't take the battery down too much. You want to keep it.
Right.
And Bob, tell us about teaching, the transition to teaching over in Swainsboro.
Well, that's been real easy.
Tell us, what do you like about it? What do you enjoy about it?
I love to teach the students calculus and information technology and work with the students.
I'd love to come take an IT class. I bet he's good. I'd like to take it.
I taught the first course this semester in introduction to it.
This is the first time they've offered.
Yeah. Oh, we wrote the whole course and stuff, about 15 courses. We got it approved by the Board of Regents. First time we've done it.
Well, I know you're a real nice addition to that.
We're having fun. I like to teach, talk to 8th graders and tell them what they need to do to be successful in life.
Yeah. If we only could hear that and then follow through on it.
That's true.
We know it all then.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
That's just before you know it all. It's 11th and 12th when you know everything.
So how's she doing?
Hughes is fine. He's had neck surgery and back surgery this year, and now torn retina, 2 or 3 laser procedures, but he is doing better.
A retina?
And they're-
A torn retina?
Torn retina.
Wow, that's serious.
It's
Yeah.
it's pretty involved, the surgery, but he's doing fine. He's doing better. He would enjoy talking computers with you, and I wish I, knew enough to
Tell him to come.
because he's real involved in computers, and in fact mine crashed, and we've reloaded Windows, and I have DSL now, so we probably will be able to communicate, have DSL at home. Susan is the one who
Oh,
needs
do you have a
it.
little camera?
No, I don't.
Did you know I can show you how to set it up? So I see my grandkids. They have DSL. I've got fast access. I can see them.
We need to, maybe we can talk to you this year, maybe you can help us.
And also, you can set up your wireless setup in the house. So you can walk around with a laptop and go out to your. This is a product that we designed for Dell. They built it about a year ago.
I'm thinking about getting a new Dell system. Yeah.
Well, you go to the Dell website and you see the product.
Which one is it?
It's called Dell True Mobile Wireless Access Point.
Sounds
They
good.
put their name on it. We did that.
Don't tell Susan.
Who's coming up here?
You know, Larry just said he's got this house he's building out back so he can get away from you now. I was
Get away.
surprised he
Susan
said that.
said, no, I really get out of her hair. And she said, well, why do you want a microwave and all out there? And I said, well, there may be some times when you're too busy to bring lunch out to me.
That's right, that's right.
I'm not bringing lunch out to you.
Okay.
I can ring the bell, and if he wants it, he can come get it.
Ring his bell.
She will.
back door neighbor said, I'll give you a pot in the pot.
A pot and a cot. I don't have a pot or a cot out there.
You can do more than that still.
Just mentioned. But I've got TV, I've got cable, and I've got a Cat 5 line, and a phone line. But now with the DSL, I didn't really need the Cat 5 running into my house. So I'm anxious to get it finished. Maybe next time.
Did you have a camera plugged in on the table up front? I just stepped on the cord and unplugged somebody's camera.
Okay. Billy, tell us who's sitting next to you.
This is Chase right here.
Hey Chase, how old are you? And what year were you born? 1985. You're a good looking guy. Now, who's the guy on your right, Bill? Who's the guy on your right? Who's the guy on your right?
This is Billy here.
Is he a good guy? How old are you, Billy?
Who knows? I'm Brian. Silly.
How old are you? 11. You're getting old. Okay. And there's Lori. And there's Robert, right? Is that Robert? I'm looking at Robert. Who's across from Robert? Okay, I got Brian here. Hey, Brian.
Brian, you got your own camera, boy.
Yeah, Brian, how old are you? Brian, how old are you? Hey, Brian, how old are you? How old are you, Brian? Is your name Brian? Somebody told me your name was Brian. Okay, how old are you? You don't know how old you are? Are you a smart aleck? How many girlfriends do you have? Oh, I bet you do. You have lots of girlfriends. He has 20 girlfriends, okay. I don't know. You just pick it.
This time I'd like to have Robert, if you will, to have a blessing. And after that, the food. And then the people who want to go on the dove shoot, some of them may have to leave early. RT Standard would like them to be at the field at 2 o'clock or there soon thereafter. But if you're a little bit late, that will be understandable. But Patsy tells me that Robert has got a picture, and we have got a special book, one for each family, that we would like to give, and I'm going to let Jack Jackson be the one to dispense these books, and for you to carry home with you and see some of the pictures from the first Thanksgiving 2 years ago. And does anybody like to have anything to say before Robert has a blessing?
Well, let's go
excuse me, but let's go by tables, let's let the back table, well, we'll let the children go. And then,
Hi, I'm Teresa.
Ditto.
I get to spend the money that he's making on the house. Actually, I book special event talent, models and talent for a living. And through the last year, it's been kind of a dream of mine for the last couple of years to start renovating old homes. I've always had this passion and love for older homes. So through the course of working on this house, I decided, I don't know if I'm good at it, but I've decided that I'm good at it. So I think I'm going to start making a career transition in the next couple of years, maybe to start renovating old homes for a living. Just because it's been fun and it's nice to see something old like that come back new, and that's pretty much what I've been doing this year. So just keeping him in check with this house and running my business and keeping my 13-year-old daughter Ashley under control, which has been a full-time job in itself. But I just have to say I'm very excited to be down here. You know, Trent and I have been married for 14 years, and this is the first time, other than deaths and funerals, I've been able to see the extended family. So I'm very pleased to meet everybody.
I'm Rob Brown, the son of the guy with the camera over there, so it'll make this good. I work in Atlanta, right outside of Atlanta, and I work for an advertising agency, and do the advertising for Home Depot. Probably the biggest thing, maybe biggest mistake this year was getting a dog. And, I've been trying to train that dog for a year, and it's not working.
Is our grandpuppy.
That's right.
There you go.
Besides that, I've just been watching Florida State lose a lot of football games, and that's about it. This is my lovely wife.
And I'm Jennifer, Rob's wife. The biggest thing, I guess, that's happened to me this year is I graduated from graduate school, got my degree in science education, and I found a job where I taught, actually, in the school where my brother went to high school. And so I'm teaching science, and I survived till Thanksgiving break, and that's a good thing. And hopefully I'll make it to Christmas, and that'll be wonderful. So that's probably the biggest thing that's gone on with me this year. All right, Daniel.
I'm Daniel Brown, and all I've been doing this year is running and growing taller.
Okay, I'm Laura. I'm not really doing much of anything right now. I don't know. I'm in school at Georgia, and I'm applying to law school, so I'm kind of in transition phase. So that's kind of it. Maybe next year I'll have more to talk about.
What's your major?
I'm Ashley Brown, and I don't do anything but go to school and represent the ATL.
I'm Drew Dyson, I'm Lisa's wife, and
You're my wife.
That's pretty good.
I knew I could have had too many mothers.
no, that's the problem. Pretty much all I've done this year is work.
I didn't know we had any sex change operations in the family.
Pretty much all I've done this year is work and watch the dogs win a lot of games.
That'll be all over this weekend.
I doubt
And I'm Lisa Dyson, and for those of y'all that don't know, I'm John Griffin's daughter, and I'm Dylan's granddaughter. And this year, I guess I too have worked a lot, and I've transitioned out of my management job into full-time insurance sales. So that's a very pleasing thing for me. And watch the dogs win a lot, and I'm sorry we will be winning.
You didn't have to say that again.
We did. We hope we'll be winning the next 2 weekends as well. And what else have we done? Oh, we've done some renovation on our house too. We redid floors and that kind of thing earlier in the year. So that's about it.
I'm Nancy, and I'm Robert and Lori's mom, and that's a full-time job. Their activities and things. And I'm a preschool director for the First Methodist Church in Newnan, and that is in itself also a full-time job. So, and Bobby is hiding so that he doesn't have to do this. So he works for the FAA, and he's doing well. So Robert and Lori, I think, are outside.
Well, I'm Martha Brown, and the wife of the guy who's doing the video. And the biggest thing that we did this year, and probably one of the best things that we've done, is move to Swainsboro. It's been a great move and a great transition for both of us. And I'm having fun being retired and making a lot of trips to Augusta and just enjoying the wonderful people there and being closer to family here. So.
I'm Jason Bring, and by way of reference, I'm Anna's husband, not wife. Of course, Mary Lawson's definitely been the biggest thing this year that we've done.
Who is Mary Lawson?
Mary Lawson's our new daughter, which
Okay.
sure we'll be introducing.
Okay.
And it's just been a big year for the family in general. I'm a healthcare attorney in Atlanta and represent nursing homes and hospitals, and do a lot of CON work and build picket fence, and been to the hospital a few times. And that's
great.
I'm Anna Brink. I'm Jason's wife, and I'm Susan and Larry's daughter. And it has been a big year. We had Mary Lawson. This is Mary Lawson, who was born in March, and we went from that to my brother's wedding to my parents' retirement, and it's been a very big year. So I've had a great time. You can tell it's been a big year for us too.
I'm Larry Truffle, and of course I'll echo what Anna said. The birth of a granddaughter has been a real exciting event. The next biggest thing was Paul wedding in Augusta, and then Susan retired after, how many years?
About 65.
Yeah, she worked with us at the automobile dealership. Really, that's been quite a deal. We sold a business we've owned for 67 years. And I'm sort of in a transition with that. I'm looking forward to chapter 2, whatever that holds. I'm building a little office, and I'll be doing some furniture refinishing and projects, Gona things that I've been gonna do for 60 years. So it's been a great year for us too. And I'd like to say we all raise a glass and toast to thanks to you, Bill, for all you've done to bring us all together.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Everybody has enjoyed this immensely, and we appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, I'm Sandra Pindell, and I'm Mary Lawson's great aunt. And Susan's sister, and Jack and Ethelyn were my parents, and I'm the one that's always been way far away, but at least I'm back on the East Coast now, in Alexandria, Virginia. And both my daughters live in Arlington, so I'm getting to know, I don't drive the Beltway yet, but I can get around the back streets and just kind of look. So come and see me in DC. At least I am close enough within walking distance from the metro. I'll give you a key and give you a map to the metro and go to the city.
Well, I'm Patsy, and the most meaningful thing I've done this year is hike the Appalachian Trail.
How far? How far?
2,168 miles.
And you did the whole thing?
I did the whole thing. I started crying March the 9th.
She cried before that.
And I finished August the 19th. Now you may think that's a joke, but it's not a joke. I finally, after a couple of months, got where I could talk to my friends about it without crying. You know, I think one of the nicest things that's happened to Jack and me was reconnecting with Trent and Teresa this year. It all started last year, right before Christmas. And we've seen them several times and have enjoyed it. And we're so glad that you're here today.
We're glad to be involved with you guys too. It's been fun. It's nice reconnecting.
Good. Okay, Susan.
What can I say?
I'm Susan Freckle, and I don't have anything to say because all my family is already here. Starting with the most blessed thing we've had is Mary Lawson.
Alright, I guess my time next.
Absolutely.
I'm John W. Griffin, better known as Billy to most of you, but in Savannah, I got aliases, all kind of aliases. Most of them down there know me as John. I had thanks to my son Charles here. We were down there in May, and he listened at the heart with a stethoscope and picked up that I had a problem. I had bypass surgery, 4 of them. And May the 28th, I was in the hospital 3 days, and I feel better than I felt in 15 years. In fact, I feel so good, I just bought me a new bird dog. The surgeon that operated on me, told me when he come in there to see me, he says, your son, he got good ear. This guy's from somewhere in the Orient, he's been in Savannah for a long time, for a good many years, but he speaks with a broken English. He said, your son got good ear.
Okay.
If you got a problem, that's the man to see right there. He got like he said, he got a good ear. I had no idea, I had no symptoms whatsoever. Other than just getting a little bit tired when I walked for 150, 200 yards, and I thought I was just getting old. And I found out, hell, I was missing a lot.
My name is Tommy Jackson, and I am the son of Patsy and Jack Jackson and the grandson of Neil and Griffin. This past year I hiked the Appalachian Trail along with my mom.
I wonder why she sounded so tired every time that you called.
Right now I weigh about 175 pounds, but when I got to Maine, I weighed 139. So you can imagine 36 pounds shaved off of this thin body. That's what I look like. So it's pretty thin. That's it.
Larry has the photo albums. Anybody wants to look at them of his trail hunt.
Y'all, right. Okay, I'm Debbie Griffin. Billy, Brian, and Chase are the grandchildren. We had a trip in April, we came home from over the hospital, and that's taken a lot of the year.
Tammy?
Hi, I'm Tammy Griffin, Charlie's wife, and mother of Billy, Brian, and Chase. Here's Billy, just looking out. Yeah, just like Nancy, being a full-time mom is a big job, and so that's what I do. I do a lot of other volunteer work, but like Patsy as well, you know, my children's projects have kind of taken on a life of their own. Brian, he's not in here, but I'll steal his thunder. He had a bunny, and then we rescued another bunny. Well, they introduced his, the first bunny to a neighbor's bunny, and her mission in life was to dig out of our yard and dig into theirs. She finally succeeded this year, and in August had 10 babies. 51 days later, she had 9 more. We're expecting another in December 9th, so anybody wants to
What are you doing?
Well, we find homes for them. Last time we couldn't place, so we took them to the pet store. I haven't been over to see if they. They're beautiful. They have great content. They want a rabbit.
You better get a pet boy.
I'm Charles, Tammy's husband. But I just want to thank Tammy for all that she does for me and for our family. Like she said, it's a full-time job with our boys. They all play soccer. 2 of them are traveling team, and we're pretty much every weekend across between Warner Robins, Savannah, Atlanta, all over the place. Big thing was Daddy. He really has done well. He's lost now about 40 pounds. But she's still got about 30 more to go. He doesn't know it, but he is on the right track, and Mama is going to exercise as well. I'm a neurologist in Tifton. I'm in a group with about 25 physicians. Our practice is going fantastic. If any of you are up and down I-75 at exit 64, you'll see a big building. It's about a 100,000 square foot building. It says Affinity Health Group. That's our building. I was the first neurologist there. I now have a partner, and you know, things are going very well. Big thing we did this year, I guess, we went to Vail and went skiing. I skied, and first time the kids had skied, Tammy and I used to go several years ago. I was able to ski in the back bowls. Then we went to Snowbird, Utah, and that was a great trip. And then to Discovery Cove, where the kids swam with the dolphins. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but it's a really cool thing to do, where Discovery Cove, you can get 1,000 people get in the park a day, and then only like 250 get to swim with the dolphins. That's a really good experience. It's on the coral reef and things like that. So we're very, very active. So, and doing well. Wait a minute, Bobby needs to speak.
I work hard so she doesn't have to. Wow. You need to come and stay with us tonight?
He's very good to me, I would say.
Ray, you got 3 more, right?
Okay.
You can't sneak out.
I'm Ray, the brother of Bob with the camera for video, and Laura and Daniel's dad, and I've enjoyed this past year watching Daniel get taller and running a lot, and listening to Laura talk about all the choices that she has in planning for law school. It's kind of an exciting point to do that. You know, when your kids are teenagers that really don't really want a lot to do with you, they want to know where you are, but you know, it's great when they get older and they start talking to you more again. So I've enjoyed that a lot this past year. And I think probably in the last couple of years with Daddy and Mother being ill and all that, it's really been a blessing in many ways that we've spent so much time together with Bob and me and Daddy and Mother, and it's just been a blessing in many respects. Of course, the last week seeing many of you here for Daddy's funeral was really good, and family is a blessing, just means a great deal. And then earlier this year, about March, I met a special friend, Mary Ann Evans, which all of you have met at this point. So.
She's real nice.
Especially to put up with Ray.
Your name?
I'm Mary Ann Evans. I'm with Ray, and probably the biggest thing that I'm thankful for is being part of this group this year. Meeting Ray and his kids and being part of that. Another thing, I'm thankful to have hair this year, because this time last year I didn't have any. I had, my health went through some health issues too, so I'm glad this year's been a much healthier year for me and everything. So I'm just happy to be here.
Well, I guess I'm next. I'm Jack Jackson, Patsy Jackson's husband, and father of Nancy and Tommy. And I guess the biggest thing that happened to me this year, along with Patsy, is we pushed Tommy through the Appalachian Trail. Yeah, it was a tough thing. No, I was his resource person and enjoyed it. And as a matter of fact, while he hiked the trail, I cyberspace hiked it. I went from Springer to Katahdin on my computer, and really enjoyed it. And if any of you if you're interested in the trail, there's a trailjournals.com, which is a journal of different people who hike the trail, and it's very interesting. They carry you right through, and you think you're out there just hiking the trail with them. But Tommy told me, no, it's not quite the same. But I enjoy it, and glad he's back home. Glad Nancy's working to help Bobby make ends meet. Enjoyed this get together. Appreciate Bill's putting it together. And one other thing, after Bob's video, I want to give each of you a book that Bill had made up, so don't leave without it. Thank you.
Well, I don't reckon anybody else behind me. I'm still doing the same thing I started off doing 54 years ago, so you might say he's in a rut or he didn't like what he's doing, he wanted to. But the latter is actually the fact. Selling, I guess, is the thing that I really enjoy the most. You have a new experience every time you sell a person a big ticket item. This last year, I thought I had run through all of the experiences that a person could ever have in selling something. There was a family, a Gerald family, over in Tattnall County, an old-fashioned family that had lived on this farm for many generations, and they needed an irrigation, and I had sold irrigation to all of the neighbors, but this particular family did not have an irrigation. So one afternoon I decided I was going over to sell this family an irrigation. But I knew before I went, it was better get myself prepared because they had a lot of questions and they were not easy to sell. There were no pushovers. So I went to the ASC office, I got an aerial photo of the field, I went to the soil conservationist and I found out what kind of soil they had in the field, and I knew all of the answers. At least I thought I did. And I called them up and asked them for an appointment. Okay, they said at 6 o'clock the whole family will be at the house waiting for me. So we went into the dining room table and I told them the purpose that I was there. They already had an idea I was there to sell them something because I'd known them for many years. And I told them that they needed an irrigation and that I had the reason that they needed this irrigation and this was going to make them money, and I could show them how it was going to make them money. So I went through all of the spiel and I had it all figured out in dollars and cents just how much they could expect to make beyond what the payments. I already had the financing arranged and so forth, and I had a financial statement from a previous sale. Went through everything in detail, and I noticed there was one lady over there, one daughter-in-law that hadn't said a thing, and she had on colored glasses, even though we were in the dining room, and she hadn't said a thing. But when I got through with everything I thought it was necessary to make the sale, and I thought I could just close it out, because I could tell by the reaction of the rest of the people that they were buying what I had to say. But when I got through, I asked them if there was any questions that any of them would like to have. She pulled off her glasses and she said, "Now, Mr. Brown," says, "I got my glasses off, and I want you to look me straight in the eye, and I want you to repeat everything you said, because I want to see if you really believe what you have been telling me." So, it's a new experience, and I enjoy selling. It's something that something new happens every time you sell a person something. And but most of all, I enjoyed today having everybody get together. If Mom and Papa were living, I guarantee you that they would thoroughly enjoy it. And I just hope that we can all get together more often, and it's been my pleasure.
What's that?
I'm gonna pinch hit.
What's that? It's got 2 minutes left on it. The battery's about gone.
Well, you're in trouble if you only got 2 minutes.
The battery's about, or at least find out the problem. to see him all the way. So Billy's not the only one that Charles has worked on in the family. And that was really great. Charles is absolutely great neurologist, terrific. And what else? Got involved in a lot of things going on in Swainsboro, trying to work with 8th graders to tell them what they need to do to get ready to go to technical schools and universities. And of course, getting to be even closer to Daddy and coming to see him every week, or in fact twice a week sometimes we would do it. And of course the saddest thing is to see him pass away last week. But it was really a great time when he called me up on Wednesday and said he wanted to see me. And I rushed over, tried to get him to go to the doctor, and we finally did, but he wanted to sit down and talk about family. And he said he was really proud and happy about his family, and had a really great last 2 years. He'd been in the assisted living. He told me to take care of Mother, and said he was ready to go be with Richard. And I really thought he was going to continue to go on because he was feeling better. But within about an hour, he had passed away. So, great father, a really great father. But it's going to be hard to go to Buddy and not go see him. But we've got a great family here, the Browns and the Nowlins and all the connecting families and everything. And just come to see us at Swainsboro. I may even go as far as Alexandria and see.
All right.